Hello. Hey there. Is the sound working? Did I not? Okay, it sounds good. Okay, that's fine. At this point, I don't even know why I check. I don't change any of my settings. It always looks laggy for me anyway, even though it seems like it doesn't lag for other people. And I have no idea why that happens. Anyway, whatever. So, we're back for another day. Another day of working. Um, day 19. Chucking through the days. I'm not late today, which is good. It's Saturday, so no updates on the email campaign. I set it up so that we don't send anything on Saturdays. So nothing to update there. I haven't gotten any more replies. No more emails have been sent. So what I did last night and this morning is I worked a little bit more on the design of the website. So I had some time to use Webflow. Maybe I should give it a few minutes just to wait for some people to show up. Getting too ahead of myself. Oh man, it's tiring doing this stuff every day. As you could probably imagine. You know, I'm actually gonna turn on my AC because I'm gonna start to get really hot. Might as well get to it now. Oh boy. Still have a good few things to do. Need to still update our offer. I didn't finish. I started working on the design with Webflow. Didn't get to finish doing the writing. I'm gonna show you once some people get in here. Show you what I did. I think the section looks much better than before. I'm not gonna have access to the. Will I? No, actually, I will. I can open the old one so we can compare. I think the new one is much better. Nice little design. I need to redesign some more sections of it because I think we could do a much better job, make it more streamlined and less confusing. Because right now, it's not that it's confusing, it's just that it's very dense. And some parts don't look too professional. They don't look like they're aligned well. So I think we could use some improvement. So we're probably going to be doing some of the design today. I might use Canva to try and help me come up with some designs for it. Hmm. So yeah, plan for today, work a little bit more on the website. We're not going to be working on it directly with Webflow because my girlfriend's going to be working on building a landing page for that we're going to use for our clients. So I'm going to just be designing what I want changed and stuff and such. What's up, ATC Arab? Are you new here? I don't think I've seen you before. If so, welcome. What do? You in school, college, work? Oh, man. Every time I feel like as soon as I hit the record button, I'm just tired. I immediately start yawning. Don't know why. Just happens. So, like I was saying, not a lot of progress from yesterday. Worked on a little bit on the website yesterday after we did our offer. The offer is not done. I haven't updated the site like with all of the new stuff yet. I kind of want to find one of those like what are they called? Serif fonts. Maybe I'll use one of those to like highlight keywords in the headings. That might be nice. I'll see how it fits in. Let me open up my site here. Put my phone on silent. It's always disturbing me. Anyway, let me show you. I updated it a little bit. We're going to be putting a VSL on it. So we're going to be getting rid of this thing. We're going to drag the button down. We're going to have a little video sales letter thing here. Maybe I'm going to move this to the left and we'll have the video on the right instead. I'm not sure. We're going to decide on the structure. But here's what I improved. So this is this section now. I think that it is significantly more readable. We have this little value thing here. Just a summary of what it is that they're getting if they scroll by and don't read everything highly detailed. So I like the way that this looks. It's a big improvement over what we had before, although it still seems really text heavy. It's just so hard to get all of the points across that I want to get across. You know, also, yeah, as you can see, that it's just like I just copy pasted all of this. Like the text is not updated. I'm gonna update that. It's so hard to get across everything I want to get across in a condensed space. I'll try to reword some of this stuff. What type of website is this? I don't really know what that means. What do you mean by type of website? We're using it for my business, which is we provide done-for-you sales funnels. I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from SaaS websites, and I want to like we're gonna change a lot of this stuff. I kind of like this box still. Might keep that. This will probably keep. Another thing I did was the scroll is a bit more smooth now. It kind of like, it doesn't just jump from one side to the other, which is nice. The scrolling is a bit smoother. I also added a little background blur up here. It'll probably be kind of hard to see on the smaller screen, but you could see maybe as I drag it down, you could see it kind of gets a little blurrier near the top and it darkens. So just, very slight visual improvement, which I quite like. And now the top of our nav bar stays at the top. Is it built in Figma? No, this is built with Webflow. Are you building it using AI? No. Webflow. We built it on Webflow. So doing a good job so far. I want to add some animations to these. These gradient borders are kind of cool. I like them as well. Made it a little bit more colorful because before it was very black and white. So I thought, let's try out a little bit of color. So to match the premium branding, I added these like muted colors, like a steel, kind of like a burgundy. And yeah, so this is this section. I think, like, I genuinely don't know how I could relay this information any nicer than this. I think it's pretty good the way that it is. It's a little text heavy. I'm going to try to condense these. Maybe some of these I'd be able to make like one-liners. I'm not sure. I hope all of this text ends up fitting in when I finally update it. And yeah, other than that, we're going to work on the rest of it. So I'm not going to be working on Webflow today. We're going to just design some of these sections in Canva. We're going to use the Canva AI coder to try and come up with some designs. We'll use the actual Canva app to try and build what we kind of want some of the sections to look like. This has like these little squares on each one. It's just the images are empty right now, so they're not showing up, so it looks kind of stupid. And just to show you a comparison of what we had before. So here's what we had before. And I think that this is a pretty substantial improvement. This is much easier to read, in my opinion, than this. Because it's kind of boring. Even though this doesn't change, like it is still the same blocks over and over. The little icons and the different color changes, and this kind of helps it stand out. Whereas this is very gray. And it's all blocked into this one giant block, and your eyes kind of have everywhere to go. Whereas this is like, you can just read down the left if you don't want to read the right. It'll make more sense. You won't miss this stuff as much. I just think that it looks a lot nicer personally. And then the value section is really exaggerated, because before I had the value section down here, but it's quite an important part of the design, so I wanted to bring more attention to it. I also want to add a little like urgency thing under it. Don't know if I'll put it here. I'm actually wondering if I'm gonna put this here and then how our system works as like a little section and then have the price, or if I'm gonna put the price under this, because I want people to be able to compare the value with the price. Obviously this is like not 100% accurate right now either. There's probably gonna be somewhere around 200 grand ish. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So that's kind of what I did. We smoothed the scroll, added the background blur at the top, and improved this section. Another background, another shirt. Did bro really succeed? What do you mean another background? The background is the same. I just changed the colors. And I've worn this shirt before. Well, welcome to the stream, Heisenberg. I also built a new form. Because the one that I had before... Oh, I built a new nav bar as well, because before I was a dumbass, didn't look into how to build like a nav bar that you can reuse. So I decided to fix that this time. I have this contact form which I built before. We just had a booking thing, but it's a little big. It looks a little like clunky. So there's some improvements we can have here. I want to make it look more modern. So I'll see how I can fix that up. But at least I have a form. This one is actually sent to our actual website, and it's not in the staging. And the form works. I've tested it, so that's good. We have that. Other than that, not much else has changed. So we're gonna want to improve this. I'm probably gonna do some of the design off stream again, but I really like this new section redesign. Think this looks much better. It's not 100% ready. It's fine. I hate the designing part of web design. Yeah, it is really shit. Like, it took me a long time to get to something like this, and I'm still looking at it and I'm like, is there a way I can relay this information better? I'm just trying to put so much copy in it. Like, I'm trying to put value, explain why the value is there, explain what's included. We have so much to offer as well. That's why there's so many blocks, because we have a lot to offer. But it took me a while to get to this. This is like version 4 of my website. So it's come a long way, but bit by bit, we're improving it. I love backend. I'll die by backend development. I don't do backend. I'm sure it's awesome. I should probably learn programming at some point, but I really don't have the time. You always come to ask if he recognizes you. This is super true, Heisenberg. Very true. You're Islamic, bro. You were literally here like yesterday, and then the day before, and you just keep showing up. Do you remember me? You really want me to remember you for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be redesigning all of this, except maybe this, because I kind of like the way this looks. Maybe we'd be able to make it, like, give it a border or something. Maybe we'd be able to do something else with it. Kind of like this as well, but I'll see. We're gonna come to it. It looks slick if you size it for mobile view as well. Not yet, not on this one. Like the other, I have a published site, which is perfectly optimized for all screens. But this was just kind of like bland and ugly. But all the other sections do work. You can see I can kind of compress all of this here, and you can see all the different breakpoints, and then it compresses down. This was a pain in the ass to do. It goes from that to this, because otherwise it doesn't fit. Making it for the really small phone sizes is such a pain. But yeah, it's all fully optimized on this one at least, but gonna have a little bit of work to do on the redesign. It's still in the early stages. Anyway, so we're gonna be working on that, not in Webflow, but on Canva. I'm gonna be trying to use Canva AI to code a little bit more of the design, help me come up with some stuff, and then we'll take some ideas, try to build them in the Canva thing so we know kind of what we're gonna do once we start building it in Webflow. The converting and changing font sizes or layouts is atrocious. Had to make site for Hedgehog charity for college project. Yeah, well, it's not too bad when you use a builder. Like, I imagine if you're coding from scratch, it's tough. But with Webflow, it's pretty intuitive. It's the thing that's annoying is the classes. Like, I'm really shit at organizing the classes. I should probably look at some kind of videos that might be able to help me out with the classes, because my class organization fucking blows. So I get lost. I can't apply the same classes to different texts that I want to. So the biggest challenge for me when resizing and changing the font sizes and stuff is making sure that all of the fonts in the correct sections are consistent. So when we have something like this, I want like these kind of headings in the other sections to be the same size, these to be the same size. And when you're going through the different breakpoints, such a pain in the ass to have them all be consistent. Occasionally I miss one, and that can be a little annoying, but other than that, it's fine. Did you proxy the A records? I'm not too, like, I don't know too much about the DNS stuff. I literally just set up, like, the bare minimum that I need to set up. I set up all my... Like, I don't know too much about it. You're asking the wrong guy. Like, I knew at one point what... Yeah, proxy... Is a proxy like a... Like it points to a different site or something? I can't remember. I'm not too familiar with this stuff, so it's probably set up the way it's supposed to be. I hope, at least. It's been a while since I tweaked with the DNS shit. I learned enough to be able to do it at the time, and it just left my brain afterwards. Didn't concern myself with it. Proxy essentially hides the IP from the main server. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. Look, I hope it's set up. My domain is on Cloudflare. I have no idea what I have set up and what I haven't, because I haven't touched my DNS stuff in like 7 months. It's good for prevention of DDoS attacks. I mean, it's not like they'd be able to pull too much information from the site on me anyway. Basically, anything that's on here is public already, so unless they get my password, that's about it. But easily just change that. I believe it proxies it for you. Yeah, I would hope so. Cloudflare is awesome. I'm glad I found it. Definitely the best domain registrar. The best one I've used anyway. I remember I started with GoDaddy because it was like what some people recommended, and that was a huge mistake. Defederating my account from GoDaddy was a fucking pain. But I did it. There's still some like funky business going on in my Microsoft account, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of like 95% of the traces. GoDaddy, I made mistakes signing up for them. Yeah, me too, brother. For my 3 domains, I've used them each time. They're amazing. Yeah. Cloudflare is sick. Because when he gets famous, he'll remember me. It won't happen until I'm dead. Alright. Well, you gotta have balance, right? You gotta have the dark and the light fighting one another. That's how you... that's how life works. Same with my VPS company. They offer domains, but super overcharge. What is VPS? Virtual private server. Okay. the way that I'm gonna build some websites for our clients, because it's part of our offering. Hey Vivian, what's up? Hope you're having a good weekend. Taking a chill from the from work, I'm assuming. Grocery store used for web hosting. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of so for exporting to clients. Thanks for the follow, Crackpot Party. I was thinking of building in a Webflow, exporting the code, and then uploading to host it in Netlify, because it'd be easy to pass on the information to a client, like give them access to the landing page. And also, pretty sure, like for the amount of for the purpose of what we're going to use Netlify for, I'm pretty sure the hosting is free, so that makes it really handy. But anyway, I don't know too much about this stuff. Web design is not my primary thing. Hey, not cool. I feel like you're new here. What's up? How are you? Are you in school, college, or work? Same for you, Crackpot Party. You said you're in school, right? You did it for like an assignment, college project. Are you still in college? What were you in college for? What's up? Hey, thanks. How's it going over there? It's going all right. We're redesigning my site a little bit, made some improvements, made it look a bit neater. It's all good. I'm gonna get your stuff done by Monday, most likely. I'll let you know. School just 14. Okay, cool. And I'm a college student, still comp science. I'm on my second year. Man, I wish I did computer science. I really wish I did. Computer science is such a great degree to get into right now. All right, cool. Yeah. What you doing on the weekend, huh? Just hanging out? Do you have any plans? What's the site about? Well, the site is just showing my offer, which is a done-for-you sales funnel system, which we're going to be building for landscapers. Needs some work. Needs a VSL, etc. Anyway, so probably a good time now then to get into it. Let me open up Canva. I don't even really know where to start. How's everything going on? I just learned my business on weekends. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice. Is that all you do? You don't go out with friends or anything? I'm not judging you. I was pretty much the same. I wasn't learning business, but I was always interested in learning a bunch of stuff. I didn't really go out much. I prefer to stay indoors. Going out for lunch shortly. You want to join? I don't know what the prices on the tickets to Nigeria would look like at the moment. Like, perhaps I could, but maybe I'll have to put a rain check on that. I hope you have a good time anyway. It's good, but I hate to be that guy. But comp science one, they're doing super basic stuff. What I learned years ago, like they don't do C or C sharp till like 450, and I've already done that ages ago. College just has that problem to begin with. You have to realize that the majority of college and universities are made for the average person. Even if it's something that's fairly difficult to get into, it's still made for the average of those groups. So if you are somebody that's really good at learning, you learn really fast, you understand things very quickly, college is just gonna slow you down immensely. You're gonna be you're gonna be stuck doing a bunch of boring shit. But it's really good to show ambition for this stuff, because the more you learn outside of college, the better off you're going to be. You're going to be way ahead of your peers when it comes to getting a job, for example. So as long as you're showing interest and you're doing all this stuff, then, you know, you're going to do fine. I just wish, the reason I wish I went to college for is not because I think that that's the only way to learn. It's just that because that would have been my focus. Whereas instead my focus was business, because that's what I went to college for. But business in college was kind of pointless. I barely learned anything. I learned mostly when I got out, but I guess I should be grateful that I was only really thinking about those kind of things probably because I went and because of the direction my life took. So yeah, I don't need any friends. I don't like to hang out or anything else. Well, you should have friends, at least some close friends, but I can understand not wanting to go out. I'm a little introverted myself. I like people, I like talking, I like hanging out, but it drains me. It's just, I get very tired doing it. I'll send yours over. You like rice? Yeah, yeah. I like rice. Rice is good. Send it over. It's probably gonna come like dissipating green fumes everywhere. I'm gonna open it. It's gonna be like poison by the time it gets here. I don't hang out with anyone. Mainly my days are programming, researching ideas for backend stuff, then go to the gym or go hike on a mountain. Prefer to be alone, so I just go by myself hiking or go to the gym. You know what? If you're bored, you don't have much to do, maybe you want to join me. I could probably use a developer. We could split the profits when we start getting clients if you develop some stuff that could be useful. Give you something else to do, you know? Get some experience that you could probably use as work experience. I'll write what are they called? References for you. You'll have an easier time at work. Definitely do some stuff for you for fun. Doesn't have to be for fun. I do have a Discord. I could drop it a link in. Doesn't have to be for fun. Like I don't have any money to pay you right now because I haven't made any money yet. But when I make money, if whatever you built is useful, I will definitely pay you as much as it is worth. I'm not a scumbag. I don't like asking for free stuff, and I'd always make, like, if I can't pay for something at a certain point, I always come back and pay for it later whenever I can. Yeah, give me just a second. I'll drop in the Discord. We can just discuss some ideas at least. I'm sure, I don't know how many people you have that like programming. I really like programming. I don't know much about it, but I really enjoy like a lot of the stuff surrounding it. I know how to use like some no-code builders, which require a little bit of like HTML and JSON knowledge and stuff like that. So I know like a very small amount. But I imagine you'd probably love, if you don't have somebody to talk to about it, I'm sure you'd probably love to have somebody, and I would really love to listen. So if that sounds like good to you, you want to just blabber to me about all the shit you love about programming, I'd love to hear. One sec. Invite people, copy. Sounds great, lol. Okay, nice. Well, here's the Discord link. You can join in there. You can add me as a friend. We can chat privately as well if you wish. Love programming. Done it for 8 years in a few, fair few languages and database stuff. That's cool. I'm jealous of you. I'm trying to create an Insta account on which I'll do affiliate marketing. Will I be able to do so? I have a girlfriend. She's supportive. So I love. We have a good bond. I'm gonna start affiliate marketing. Just introverted. What about you? What are you gonna be doing? What kind of affiliate marketing are you gonna do? Because there's different types. And yeah, I'm introverted as well. I'm just kind of, you know, doing my thing, trying to set up this business, get it to work, make some friends while I'm at it, stream everything so people can see all the failures and the successes, but mainly the failures because there's a lot more failure than success around these parts. Everybody gonna get a drink and a snack. Be minute, join us in friend request. Yeah, I've accepted it. All right, have fun with your snack. See you soon. Okay, Canva. What are we gonna write in Canva? So, what are we gonna start with? Let me take a look here. Work on splitting the 3 components into 6. We've done that. I can remove this. Ah, shit. Removed everything. What the fuck? Where did it all go? What? Come back. What the fuck? Oh, it's just moving my thing. Oh, okay. That was freaking me out. It was like moving my... What do you call that? Like the scroll bar? It was moving my scroll bar to the right. Freaked me out. I thought it deleted everything. Okay, the pricing cards. So, I need to figure out what we're gonna do with the pricing cards and where we're gonna put this other section. I need to take a look at it. Give me just a second. I'm gonna find where all of my stuff is. Where design assets, web design. Is it you that I need? No. Not you. Yes, you. Okay, I need you. Okay. Okay, I don't need the rest. Okay. So here's this one. And then when you say learning, what do you mean learning what? Back. Welcome back. That was quick. What snack did you get? You know, speaking of snacks, you know what's a snack I really don't like? Well, I have like a mixed relationship with crisps. They taste good, but afterwards you feel like total shit and your mouth is super greasy. So it's like I have crisps very rarely, like once a year or something. And every time I feel like I want to have some, I have it, and like I really don't have much. I'm like, yeah, I enjoy it, but then after like having a few, it just really like the grease starts to stick to your teeth, and it's just give me sharp sometimes. Feels like I cut my mouth sometimes. Yeah, that too. Little chocolate biscuit. Don't need a lot of biscuits. I don't need a lot of snacks in general. You know what snacks I like? Fruit. Fruit is the snacks of the gods. Fruit is amazing. There's literally almost never a time where I would rather have anything other than fruit for a snack. Especially when you have good fruit. Like I live in Spain right now, and the fruit here is fucking great, especially when you get it from the market. Oranges and bananas are amazing. Man, I love watermelon. Every time I get like a good watermelon here, but it has to be a good one. But I know where to get good ones. So the grocery store ones are usually kind of stinky. Literally. I mean, sometimes they literally smell like dirty feet. I don't know why I like. No, you know what? It's the melon, not the watermelon. Regular melons, I really don't like regular melons. They always just smell kind of like dirty feet to me. Don't know why. I really don't like it. Don't know if anybody else relates, but... So which section are we going to work on? We're going to work on probably the pricing cards. Let me take a look at how they look. I need to decide how I'm actually going to do it. Whether I want to do it with pricing cards or not. Coming up with a structure is always so tough. The design is one thing, but the structure is a whole other thing. And organic. Yeah, organic. I usually get organic. We grow a few... Do we have any fruit right now, actually? No, I think it's actually just... Well, tomatoes are technically a fruit, but they're a vegetable. Come on. We're growing our own basil, which is doing well. We're growing our own tomatoes, which taste really good. We're growing our own bell peppers. They're nice as well. Growing plants is kind of fun. Okay, so do we want to do the pricing? Or which section are we going to do next? I want to figure out how to fit this in. So what I might do is maybe take a screenshot of this. Make like a big Canva project. Can I make one that's like endless scroll? I'll make one that's 1400 pixels wide by like I don't know, like 8,000 pixels tall. Can I do that? I can. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna share this. And there we are. Nice. Oops. Yeah, I really want my own farmyard. Yeah, me too. The only reason I would ever want to have a lot of money is so I could have just my own farm, be self-sufficient, build up my own like wind farms or whatever way to get electricity naturally and just go off grid, work online. That would be awesome. I'd love for a farm. Yeah, isn't it funny how that's something that so many people had back in the day, and now if you want your own big farm, you gotta be rich? It's bullshit. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Back. I should put up these now. So it's been half an hour. If you're new here, one thing that I'm doing, Balor, we missed you yesterday. Welcome back. Where were you? I started late yesterday. I was wondering if maybe that's the reason. So if you're new here, yesterday I decided I'm gonna do these like focus blocks where I might talk a little bit less. Where I will talk a little bit less. Like I'll still pay attention to chat, but I'm gonna focus. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I don't think that I have to talk the whole time and I don't have to be entertaining, it puts a lot of the pressure off me and I'm able to focus a little more. So like yesterday when we did it, it was still fine. We would still have some conversations midway through, but I actually got a lot more work done on stream. And I think it's just a better format. It takes a little bit of that pressure off. So I can use my phone. Oh no. Well, you're back now, so it's all good. But yeah, so keep in mind, you can still chat. Like you see the little text I put up. You can still chat. I might answer some questions. I might talk back. But I am going to focus primarily on what's here. Because we're making the design, it might not be like as intense. Like yesterday was fine. Like I said, we'd still talk. But I still think I just like having that there to reduce the pressure. So just warning you. Anyway, so I'm gonna put in this whole section of my website so that I kind of know what it's gonna look like. Have that upload. Okay then. You're not gonna... Oh, it uploaded twice. Move to trash. Where is it? Is it just like somewhere random? It is. That's what happens when you have a really big workspace, I guess. Put this back here. Should have a little background music or something so when it goes silent, like sounds, I don't know, depends what others think. I've thought about background music, but do you have any suggestions for what? Because royalty-free background music is horrendous. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use video game music because I don't know if the fair use policy would cover me because I'm not streaming games. If you can give me some suggestions or like some kind of playlist or something, or you know some of the laws that I don't know, I will happily put on some music. I should really just learn how to use something like Framer or Figma for this kind of shit. I just use Canva. I do everything so primitively. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't fully agree with that sentiment, but I say it because it's easy. We have a general idea anyway. There we go. Looks about the same as my website. Anyway. Did I miss some stuff when you won't respond to messages more than before? No, like I still will. We just have these little like focus blocks like now. Why does the app look different? What website? Oh, our website. Yeah, so we fixed it up. That's what we did yesterday. Looks like this now. Pretty cool. This is one of the sections on my website. So that's what you missed from yesterday. But we only just designed it. Like, I didn't do this on stream. I kind of designed the general idea of it on stream, and then I implemented it off stream. Focus moments are the best. Yeah. I don't need it as much for something like this. Maybe when I need to think about some stuff, perhaps. But like, design is something that you really don't need to think too much about. It's kind of fine. But yeah, it's not that I'm not going to talk a lot. It's just I won't, like, I'm taking the pressure off myself to constantly talk because I need to sometimes focus a little bit, you know? As you can probably imagine. I'll listen to you while I'm trying to catch up on my notes. Yeah, you can do that. So yeah, Crackpot, if you got any music suggestions, I'd gladly put some on. When programming and cannot hear a thing. Yeah, you know what kind of music I like? You know what I could put on? I have a Hollow Knight thing that I do. I know that Hollow Knight, which is my favorite game of all time, Team Cherry, the guys who made it, are fine with you using their music. So maybe I could put on the thing that I listen to myself sometimes. Let's see here. And it's pretty chill music, so I like it a lot. Let me open it in my ad-free browser. Playlists. Yes, focus to work. The video is laggy as shit, but the music is fine. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the desktop audio now. Let me know if it's, like, not too loud or not too quiet. Gotta relog into Google, accidentally press sign out all accounts. I hate when that happens. Can I make you money? Why would I? Give me a good reason of why I should. Why should I make you money? Reduce it just a little. Okay. How's this? I don't know how the audio, like, picks it up compared to my headphones. Is this okay? Man, I love this music. Such beautiful music. Very nice soundtrack. Reduce a little more should be good. Okay, let's go to minus 11 dB. How's this? Good. Okay, nice. I'll keep it at that then. Perfect. All right, cool. Does it affect it when I raise my own volume? Can you let me know? I'm gonna change my volume. Can you tell me if it's, like, way loud now? I'm just curious if it affects it. I don't think it does. Sounds the same. Okay. So I have no idea how it sounds like for you guys, but for me it sounds good. So I'm gonna take your word for it, Crackpot. Music, to be honest, genuinely good, peaceful. Yeah, I really love this soundtrack, especially for doing focused work. I also have another one of these for Minecraft, but I'm afraid I might get in trouble if I play that and I'm not streaming Minecraft. Because I took a look at some of their fair use policies, and they're saying that it's fine if you're streaming Minecraft or if you're streaming their game. And I see some people, like, use Nintendo music when they're not necessarily reviewing, like, a Nintendo product. But I just don't want to risk it because these videos go up on YouTube permanently. I'd rather not, because I don't have set up where, like, the VOD uploads without the music. Which maybe I should figure that out. That would probably be helpful. But I know that Hollow Knight is good with it. So we'll just use this music. Hopefully it's going to be fine. The video is about 2 hours long, which is usually around how long I stream for anyway. 2 to 3 hours. I have no skills, man. Then why don't you pick up some skills? I didn't have any skills before I had skills either. Just pick up some skills. Rectangle. Why does everything go down there? I wanted to start up here. Okay, anyway, we're creating a new section here. My background is OC. respond a bit less as I'm program referral system for a side project working on. Nice, nice. That's something I could use, honestly. Referral system for a website, that'd be pretty neat. That's cool. You said site project. Did you mean side project or like a actually site project? Who are you doing it for? Is it for college? Or for someone, or for yourself, or just practice? I don't know. What are these colors? Shitty thing about web flows, I'm not gonna be able to see the colors. I'm assuming that Canva doesn't have a side for little money on the side. Ah, cool. Nice, nice. Can't AI make you a website? AI is horrendous at making websites. So I just don't want to make it with AI. Also, the AI design is like this has my personality all over it. You can't do that with AI. So I just prefer to do it myself. I'm gonna be busy writing notes, so I won't be saying much. Okay, everybody's gonna be chilling out then. It's all good. Good. Maybe I'll be able to focus a little bit more. Canva color dropper. Does it have a color dropper? I just suck at web design because the side idea I have is good overall and the backend is fully functional as is. Just need to revamp, but I'm not the best at CSS stuff. Well, maybe we can join forces. If you have some side projects, because my girlfriend is much better at web design than me. Like this I made myself, but most of the side she made with like a wireframe I gave her. Maybe we can join forces. If you find some side projects, we can do the front end, you can do the back end. We could get some nice projects going. At least unless you think I'm just horrendous at web design. You can see my website. I think it's okay. I like it. Plus, obviously, I'm not... when I'm doing it for myself, I'm kind of rushing sometimes because I'm trying to do it fast. I have a lot of ideas. Your site design's amazing. Well, if you think so, then we definitely might be able to work on some stuff together. That would be cool. It's nice, you know, when you have somebody who's front end and then back end and you join forces, it's fucking great. Being a full stack developer is nice and all, but a guy who's done full stack for 10 years is not going to be as good as a guy who did front end for 10 years and another guy who did back end for 10 years. Originally made it with Tailwind. But on Brave browser runs super slow. Not sure why. I don't use Brave browser for this kind of stuff. Maybe I'm not even indexed on Brave or Bing or anything. I'm literally only indexed on Google. Maybe that's something that I should do. I don't know how many users are not on Google. It's probably a good few, honestly. Maybe that's something I should look into. Like add to my to-do list to index my site in more places. Index my site in more search engines. Maybe that's something I should do. It's good you mentioned that. Gave me an idea. Google's good. It brings in a lot of attraction. Depends on the audience you're trying to reach. Yeah, but let's do some quick research. How many users are not using Google search engine? Okay, that's not helpful. How much of the population is Google as their primary search? In my project used an audience more privacy focused, so I went with DuckDuckGo and Brave and Google. Yeah, that makes sense. 90% of global search market. Okay. That was from when? 2025. You know what? I'm gonna take that off my to-do list. Doesn't sound too important for me right now. You know, there's like this, I forgot what it was called. Was it Roosevelt? I can't remember. Something like this square thing where it's like, oh, if it's urgent and important, do now. If it's not urgent, blah, 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 don't do it. So I use Brave because I like that I can still use ad block with it. So I use it for videos. Like this music that's playing right now, I'm playing on Brave. I'm using Trello for tasks. Trello sounds familiar. Is that like project management software? I think that's what that is, right? Like a simple kind of like project task management thing. Task management. Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking of the right thing. I think I have tried Trello before. Yeah, I can see the Kanban boards and stuff. Yeah. I think I have an account with Trello actually. Drag and drop tasks complete. Nice. I just track everything in Excel. You can see I have this little table set up for myself. It's got you're on the full screen actually. I can show you the full board. It's got a time thing as well. It's a little behind. I don't use it much, but I have all my tasks labeled here. That's just how I'm used to it. Because I used to work in audit and accounting. So I just got really used to using Excel for this shit. I also like the formulas. What's the difference between euro and dollar? Well, a dollar is weaker than the euro. They're two different currencies. One is primarily used in the United States, and the other one is used primarily in Europe. How much is 1 euro to USD right now? 116. So 1 euro is $1.16. Eh. Sounds about right. Oh, okay. Or like Gantt chart is in a way with weak stuff. All right. Gonna make the Twitch chat a little bigger. Hey Ans, welcome back. How's your day going? Let's get to this actual design stuff. I really wish that it had a color dropper. So annoying that it doesn't, because I won't be able to make the colors the same. That's what I was researching. Canva. Does it have an eyedropper tool? Why don't I just check instead of being a dumbass? Probably with when you select the... Actually, yeah, we'll need another square. So you... It does. Why don't I just... I'm stupid. Whatever. But that's not the right color at all. Fuck. But this color, please. That is not the same color. Bruv. You can clearly see that it's not blending in. What are you talking about? I think it's actually 141414. Yeah, it's I'm a fucking better color dropper than the fucking eyedropper. Yeah, fine, dude. What about you, mate? Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Working on some web design today with a little bit of a interesting setup using Canva because that's just what I'm used to. Let's give this a border so I can see properly. It's very dark. Oops. That's not what I wanted. You just give you like a red or something just so I could see where the border ends. Instead, I'm gonna rewrite the authentication for backend instead of change registering and logging. Have fun with that. Hey Aaron, what's up? Lighter dark shade it is. Yeah. Starting to look okay. What's starting to look okay? Oh, you don't like this? I put a lot of work into it. Anyway, forget the red border. It's just there so I can see. So what kind of design are we gonna do for this? Not sure. I have like a screenshot of something here, but I'm not 100% sure if I like it. Maybe like a full gradient block separating it and then with the spaces available thing. Or maybe a white block to really separate it would be good. Not sure. GF watches your streams. Oh, it looks good, man. Don't worry. No, my GF... Your girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Does your girlfriend watch? Mine does not. Looking great now. Thank you. Appreciate that. I need to get a new... I feel like sometimes like messages don't go through. Balor, did you say something before that? Or am I tripping? It looked like I saw something on my screen on the OBS overlay, but not in the chat. Whatever. I need to get a new keyboard. I don't have a GF Pro. I'm a minor. Yeah, GF's gonna have... So you did say something. Where'd it go? Did you delete it? Or did it just not show up for me for some reason? I need to get a new keyboard for my ThinkPad. Use a laptop mainly now for programming instead of PC, as my equals key has popped out and my P key having the press rubber thing on it. I have a pretty nice keyboard. I cannot use keyboards without number pads. I'm probably in the minority for that. I know a lot of dudes like sleek keyboards, but I need number pads. I cannot use it without one. What is a ThinkPad though? That's the first time I hear of that. And Balor, if you did write something, the message did not go through. I don't see it for some reason. Not sure why. God, it's hot again already. God damn. Oh, it's like I turn it off for a second and I start sweating. You can see the freaking how glossy my face is. Oh, don't you love it when it's so hot you have sweat trailing down your ass cheeks? Is me asking if you had a fictional crushes that you wouldn't mind. I said GF watches your stream because my sentence. Or don't answer if your GF watches your streams. No, I don't have fictional crushes. I think that's a kid's thing. I had some when I was a kid. So he was busy finding spray to gas some house flies. You're gassing yourself too, brother. Don't gas yourself in the process. Gassing house flies. You must really hate those fucking things. I don't think I would ever consider using gas to gas flies. Maybe like cockroaches, but flies? Change from the... make the edges soft or change from the sharp ones. Yeah, it is soft. It's just... this is like a general sort of like thing. I want them to match. It might look a bit sharper on the small screen, actually, now that I think about it. You know what? Maybe I could make this a bit bigger. Because you guys don't really need to see all the elements I'm selecting. Or I just want to see what's on screen, so... Here. Perspective of warmth, it's more welcoming. I agree. All of my stuff pretty much has rounded corners. I don't have anything sharp on my website. I'm being gassed. I'd smash until you wouldn't mind. No, I don't. Like, I did as a kid, but I don't now. When you have a girlfriend and if you have a girlfriend and you still have like celebrity crushes or fictional crushes, I feel like you need some help. Thumbs up. Nice. Got shirt over my face, cover my nose and mouth. You really gotta like decide when you decide to pick up the poison, because I feel like for flies it's just a little unnecessary, but suit yourself. Anyway, what if we do like a gold gradient for this, or like a green gradient for the inside instead of the dark, to split it up a little bit for the call to action? Because you have a little bit of color here, then you have the color down here, and then I think maybe if we have like a gold gradient, that could look nice. Do a left to right. Color 1. Something like that. Color 2. Might need to be a 3-color thing. Don't really need this anymore then. Hey man, would you mind asking who's sitting on the gift box? Just a dumbass that says dunce. It's not anybody important. This guy over here, I didn't even realize you can see in this view. Yeah, this guy is supposed to be Andrew Tate, but it ended up just looking like a fucking egg. The tree looks so cute. Yeah, thank you. Here, you could... actually, you can't see on that screen. Never mind. You can see a little better when I'm in full cam. It's been harassing me for days, flying my face in the air, attacking my laptop. Let a man enjoy his shows without getting in the way of the screen. I'm more of a hater of mosquitoes and cockroaches. My parents wild, bro. When they caught me on Friday, I tiptoed to get my phone. They whooped my ass hard. Took my phone and didn't use it, so I couldn't join last stream. That's very unfortunate. I feel really sorry for you. I'm sorry your parents are like this. They should be happy you're not, like, watching super degenerate shit. Because you could be watching way worse stuff. You could be using your time a lot more poorly. Let's put a little bit of text. A nice little Satoshi. I don't have it on the screen. God damn it. Canva. Need to open it from a different tab. Cannot see that. Yeah, me neither. Andrew Tate became Andeg Tate. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I can't see it either. You're not the only one. I really didn't put a lot of effort into it. Alright. You know, little hack for Canva users here. You can just drag and drop elements from like previous things you've used when you use the trial, and it'll let you add them. I've survived for now. Surviving a fly. Congratulations. Never been done before. First time. First time for everything. Is this the right color? No. Who gives a shit? I give a shit. I wish I didn't give a shit. But I give a shit, unfortunately. Logos, branding, color palette. Where is my ivory? Alright, so, what are we gonna say here? Where's this? Is this how I want to set it up? Cheat here. Huh. Fly spray ain't good for the lungs. You gotta stop using it, brother. I didn't even know they made spray for flies. What are we gonna put here? Thinking of how I want to set this up. Really not sure. Let me just copy the way that this has been set up. And then I'll see if I can reword it or restructure it. At least give us some kind of starting point. Actually, instead of doing that, I'll just reduce the opacity. Don't need bold. You can stay bold, but that's probably black. I'd rather have bold. No, it's bold. Ah, yeah, that's okay. It's unnecessarily thick. Why do you keep coming out? I've reduced population by 90%. I'm currently working on my business as well. Nice, what do you do? It says DT Flow Artist, so I'm assuming some kind of art? Hey bro, quick question. How's it going with your client? It's going okay. I'm working on their marketing plan. Gonna get it ready hopefully for Monday. And then this one, let's just do a full white. And I might change that after. Still don't know what kind of design I want for this, so. Yeah, art, merch, cannabis seeds. Yeah, I love how you tried to string that into a sentence together as if it's like perfectly normal. Yeah, art, merch, fucking weed. Hostinger Horizons. What does that mean? I know Hostinger is a hosting platform. What the fuck is Horizons? Hostinger Horizons. I'm a breeder. Ah. Alright. Cool. Are you like selling it as well? Are you in a legal state? You got a really good combo for startups, design and marketing skills. Yeah. That's a handy thing. Like I said, I'm also pretty decent at using the no-code automation tools and AI. So I have like a full sort of, what's it called? Like a the full stack. AI website creator. This is an AI. What does it mean? Are you calling me AI or are you saying I should use AI? Because I disagree with both points. Hey, Karchu Monastery. I'm just gonna name you Karchu. Not AI, 100%. Yeah, fully legal, but just working on seed breeding, not selling any cannabis. Alright. You just making it for yourself? Give me another box. A little bit more gray. Shove you over here. That doesn't look like the middle. That doesn't look like the middle either. Am I going crazy? I guess it's fine. This is way too gray. Now, saying hosting of Horizons is an AI. I looked at that program. Over 100 people. Over 100 people growing my strains currently. I'm a cannabis advocate, teacher, and breeder. What a life. How is life like that? I don't know shit about it. I can develop very responsive websites just using raw HTML, CSS, and JS, and I use Flask or Spring. If you need any help, please let me know. I don't have any money to pay you, so I gotta do it all myself, unfortunately. If I had money, it would make a lot of this much easier. I could put the icon in there. It doesn't matter if it's pro. That's down here, isn't it? Yeah. Gonna change it anyway. This is just for the design experimentation. I don't like that. I prefer the line one. I have a thin line one. Something like this. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. It doesn't look aligned. Yeah, it's not. It's a couple pixels off. Okay. It should probably be a little taller or this a little smaller. Plastic's good, but not good for performance as an advisory. Python libraries are good, but good to use, but Flask, a lot of potential vulnerabilities, is just advisory for the other guy. No need money. Bro, I'll help you if you need. No need. It's alright. I kind of like doing all this stuff myself. It's good practice for me to learn. Plus, I don't want somebody to work a lot on something I'm doing when I can't pay them. I need to give some kind of benefit. I don't want to just take a bunch of free shit. Do you ever use ChatGPT to write custom code for plugins? Plugins for what? I do use ChatGPT to help me with some code sometimes. Like, I use it to help me figure out how to give my site background blur on the nav bar. Still took a while, still had to do some research. ChatGPT's coding could still use some work. I was using the wrong model, to be fair. I just wanted to get it done quick. Some vulnerabilities in exploit called template injection. If not properly handled, it causes remote code execution, giving control over your server, etc. It can be found on SSTI map. Just some stuff I've had to advise companies on during my experience. You're gonna make a good programmer. I don't know shit about programming. I don't know how fundamental this knowledge is, or if what you know is like very complicated or not. Maybe it's like the most basic shit you learn, but you sound like you know what you're talking about, and I like that it seems like you have a passion for it. Super important to have passion for this stuff. It's also incredibly risky to let someone code anything on your site if you don't know what they add. Yeah. It is good to... I feel like it's a good principle in business in general. You don't want to hire people to do anything that you don't understand. You don't have to be amazing at it. You don't have to be an expert, but you need to understand it. You need to be able to monitor it. And you need to be able to understand the reason for everything. Yeah, AI can build some apps nowadays. The thing is, it's still hard to use it to build anything that's like, that functions super well. And it would definitely something you couldn't start a business with unless you know programming to fix some of the mistakes. You could use it for help. But yeah, I think that because when it comes to client work, you often have changes that they want you to make, and it's very difficult to make pinpointed changes with AI. I do cybersec as well, so I pick up small stuff like that. It's a bit different for that's where I learn it from. Did I ask you already? Do you know what you're gonna do when you're finished? Did I ask you or did I ask someone else? Because I'm curious. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Maybe like opposing side. Oh, it's kind of shit. Maybe in the center as well. Maybe instead of places, do slots. Maybe I should do something like that. 4 out of 5 slots. Can I give you some kind of gradient? You can't give the text gradients? Maybe green. My green would work better for this. Where's my palette? Bit dark. Where's the lighter one? Oh, give me the gold actually. Let me see how it looks first. Yeah, I think the green is better. Or the burgundy. Give a little bit of urgency to it. That looks a bit dark. Still a bit dark. Oh, what's happening? What am I changing the color of? Jesus. AI can code at foundational level at programming, uses docs, but also leaves a lot of vulnerabilities open. Yeah, the cybersecurity is for sure shit. Why do I so many people against it? For example, I told ChatGPT to make a backend and front end for basic weather logon system and made a SQL database, etc., but did not handle strings properly, causing SQL injection, nor did it encrypt the passwords of users' major flaws. Yeah, definitely something. It's definitely not something you want to use for like a serious corporation. Maybe for like a small business if you just need to get like an upper hand and don't have a lot of money. But it's not something I would want to sell as a product. I'd rather, like, it's something that maybe you could just have people build themselves. And I don't know, to be honest, I want to do software engineering, but I want to run my own business. I have a lot of business ideas in my mind, but it's going to be hard to implement. It's getting jobs and stuff to sell. Yeah, getting jobs is difficult, but, you know, I think you can do it. Yo, bro, I gotta go to sleep. I don't want an ass whooping again. Good luck, bro. Also, nice music. Thanks. And hope you sleep well. See you tomorrow, brother. Yeah, it's good to have a business idea. There's a SaaS guy who reached out to me who we might be doing the marketing for. He built a tenant management software. He's also a programmer. That seems interesting. Bye bye. We're using a funneling click-through model. I don't know what all of these words mean. Like, I'm just a guy. I don't use jargon. I'm using, essentially, I could explain to it very easily. So we're using, what we're gonna do for our clients is we're gonna use Facebook ads to bring them to a landing page where we're gonna either use some kind of lead magnet, so something for free that we give away that the people would find useful, or we're just gonna try to sell the offer up front. Depends on the client, what they want, and how well I think that we could implement it. And if they have anything, we're gonna write all of the copy and the writing on the website so that it converts well. And we're gonna give the opportunity to either fill out a form or submit a call. Again, depends on the client. If we submit the form, we're gonna send them follow-up emails, make sure to try and get them to book in and stuff like that. So it's a done-for-you sales funnel. Yeah, not sure how I like this, like, split like this. Don't think I'm a fan, personally. I prefer when stuff is centered. Maybe it's just because my design for this is shit right now. What if I made this even bigger and had it kind of like fill up the space more? That way we could have the structure be like this and have the writing underneath. Maybe that's something we could do. Left align this. No, stop. This is kind of becoming intrusive. Maybe this button needs to be smaller. Small. Recently set up local business where I sold web design for small businesses like taxi ranks, cafes, etc. Wouldn't charge them much because I have a bit of a moral value where I know it didn't feel that hard, so I feel like to me it's worth less. While some companies charge 2K for website making, you really shouldn't, because morally, like, it's not a moral issue. You are allowed to charge how much the thing that you're selling is actually worth. How much business do you think that they are going to be able to get out of the website? This is why I think that it's good to include like web design as part of marketing services, because it's kind of hard to judge that as a website in general. But for me, from my perspective, I'm selling these sales funnels. I'm charging $5,000 for a one-time setup fee. If I say that I'm going to get them 10 or more clients in 30 days, or I'm going to work for free until they do. So we're assuming that we're going to get 5 to 10 clients at least. I only work with people who are selling services over $2,000 or 2,000 euro. So if we get them 5 clients at 2,000 euro per month, in a year, that alone is going to be worth 120,000. So charging 5,000 is very, very little in comparison to that. And that's just one aspect of the system. So for a website, you can, if the website is being utilized correctly, it can be worth a lot, and you should charge it. You should charge how much it's worth, not how much effort it took you to build it. Because think of all of the years of expertise that you had to have to even do that. You should, that has to factor in as well. What's going on here? Click-through funneling is a way to increase traffic of sales because when you jump from page to page, the user statistically tends to buy more products. What? When you jump page to page, statistically, they end up buying more products? I really don't believe that. Maybe it depends on the services or the products you're selling. I do sales funnels for service businesses. I don't know if that's the case for e-commerce, but for service, the more people jump around, they are way less likely to buy anything. Each site on its own should have enough value to be persuasive in some way. Hey, how's it hanging? The clock and text in the button are uneven on the sides in comparison to the actual button. Are they? Maybe a little bit. This isn't gonna be perfect because I'm just like getting a general idea for what I'm gonna make. Are the websites optimized for mobile view? Well, as you can see, this is just Canva. But yeah, the websites are optimized for every view. So you can like grab the side. Let me show you. Maybe just being too nitpicky. No, you could be right. Like Canva doesn't center stuff perfectly. It's obviously different when you're building it in something like Webflow and you can actually see the individual pixels. You can say like, okay, distance from here to here is going to be 6. Here to here is 6. Here to here is 6. You know, I can't do that on Canva. I'm not going to be that specific. I'm just using this to get some general design ideas for what I want to build. So yeah, let me show you like this, for example. This is my website. Let me make this a little smaller so it can fit in the whole screen again. There you go. Yeah, so you can, let's just go to like this section. So if I grab this and go through, everything spreads perfectly fine. All compresses how it should be. See? Perfect. Same with here. It's all perfectly optimized. Looking good, man. Thank you. Thank you. This is a little outdated. We're going to be updating this. So the whole purpose of these streams right now is to update this stuff. We have one section already that's updated, which is this section, which you can see that I'm working with on Canva, which already looks much better. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. I want to improve my website so it actually converts. Because right now, the copy is really good. The design is a little boring though. So nobody's going to be reading through all of this shit because it's really boring to look at. So I need to make it more interesting. The copy is good. I might need to condense it a little bit because it's a bit long. Maybe there's a better way to explain some of the things I want to explain. Hey, you're not wrong there. Yeah. How do you compare Canva to WordPress? Well, I use Webflow. I don't use WordPress. And the way I'm comparing is, like, look, this looks exactly the same. I'm just, like, I can, anything I can make here, I can make on Webflow. Because it has the capability to do it. So I use Canva and Canva AI to get wireframes, get ideas, get a general idea of what I want to build. And I can easily just do it. Like, I could make this very easily in Webflow. This would be no challenge at all. So I'm just doing whatever the fuck I feel like doing. I just find it easier to build stuff in something like this. Because I get to test out many different things at once instead of having to build all the logic in Webflow. Yeah, I get you there. That's a very good point. I don't believe that. Be right back. Don't believe what? Must have missed that. You should post some testimonials. I don't have any testimonials. What am I going to post? I'm not going to lie. Currently looking at the pastel colors for my website. That's interesting. What kind of website are you going to make? What's it for? There's this whole wild rabbit hole of how colors can influence people and adjust moods. This is very true. I think a lot of it is a little overrated. It's like nobody will notice the difference between certain colors. Like they get, I think a lot of the web designers get way too obsessed with the tiny details nobody really notices. I think that there's like the general stuff, like the 80%, like the Pareto principle. that you have, for example, muted colors look more premium and more bright, vibrant colors look less premium. So you have like those two distinctions, and I believe in stuff like that. Like, for example, my website, you can clearly see by the colors I'm using that it's meant to be more of like a premium sort of experience. I'm using very muted dark colors. So I believe in stuff like that, but when it comes to like changing this by like, you know, just tiny hex code changes, I really doubt make a difference at all. People obsess over it too much. Yeah, not sure how I feel about this being white. It does stand out, but it just doesn't really match the rest of the website. Maybe I should just get rid of this and just build it into something like this instead. Or maybe make it green. Like a dark green. I could also try to make this a dark green. Where's my palette? And then these are gonna have to become white. Could a color like this still work? Yeah, it's kind of shit. Any other color? Probably just go with white if we're gonna do green. Can you gradient the green shape from one color to another? This one? I can. I could do it for the other one. Why is it not letting me? Canva is like really fucky like that sometimes. Yeah, there we go. This is too dark. Usually my call to actions are gold. This is like the issue. That's usually my... Or is it this one or this one? Why does this seem so light? Usually, do I use black usually? Yeah, I really do. I just don't really like the way that it stacks. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We're back. We're so back. Why are you like this? Fuck off. The 4 out of 5 slots not look affirmative. Instead, you should write last 4 slots available. Yeah, could do. But I also want to emphasize the fact that we only have 5 in general. But I might change that. Maybe don't sit right because of the black background, but I guess it's all draft. The CSS is so finicky. The gradient does help on the green. Yeah, nice text color too. Yeah, like it doesn't look horrible. Are you a graphic designer? Not really. I don't claim to be. I think this kind of looks okay. I like this, but I'm also thinking like I don't really need this. Maybe I should just build this into the gold. Or maybe we ice the gold completely. Have this be The thing is, I just don't know how to put my call to action. That's the thing I'm struggling with the most. Because the call to actions on my website are all gold, but I don't really like how the gold sits on top of the green. That's my issue right now. Hey, investigative. Use another program or just Canva? Well, I use Canva for this shit. I know how to use Photoshop, but I find it easier to just use Canva for these, like, drafts. Can I just change the orange rectangle and make it an enlarged square to fit the... What do you mean? Change the orange rectangle and make it on a large square to fire the green panel. Not sure what you mean. Call to action must animate or pop out. Well, it's not going to happen on Canva. I can't add animations to Canva. Or maybe if I can, I'm definitely not going to because it's just a draft. My call to actions always change. They go from gold and black to white text and green background. Extend the orange down to encompass the green. You mean like this? You know, maybe. Maybe if I made it a bit smaller. Let's see how that looks. Oops. That's kind of interesting. Now change the colors to blend. Oh, I don't know if that would look good. I don't know if I can even do that. Green too hard on the orange right now. Yeah, this is true. So you want to blend between these? That's a lot of blending. I mean, we could at least experiment with it. Not sure how that's gonna look though. I could probably do a top to bottom blend on them instead of left to right. And change you something like or you know what, why am I overcomplicating it? I can just do this top to bottom. Give me this. Oops. Fuck off. You mean something like that? Maybe you can make white color right. Make white color right text below. I don't know what that means. That's too dark. I don't really like the way this looks because this looks like toothpaste or something for some reason in my head. And the gradient doesn't match the current color scheme. I agree with that. It's a bit weird. How about this? I have another idea. Undo, undo, undo. What if we keep this guy, fuck this guy off, grab these, make him just a tad bit smaller, shove it in behind here. Oops, didn't grab this. And then adjust you. Give this guy a little bit of a nice gold gradient like that. How about that? Of course, the gradient to be a little darker. Definitely work in progress. We're moving forward at least. Maybe do border goldish part from top to center. Not actually, I don't know what you mean. Just so we can see, I'm gonna bring the faceting back up for now. So like the gold casts down the sides. Oh, I mean like top to bottom? Or like this? I mean like that? Now it's oh, you okay, or do you mean you want it to start right at the top and then go dark at the bottom? This could look kind of cool animated. Main gold starts on top. Okay. Where the fuck is the top to bottom? Circular, circular. I hate that I have to click off of it every time. It's so annoying. Do they really not have a backwards thing? Am I really gonna have to flip the colors manually? Because if so, that's extreme. Or never mind, it's actually extremely easy. You know, usually I like top left to bottom right. I think this is a bit too dark right now on the bottom. Maybe that's just a color issue. But usually what I like is like this. This is usually my favorite type. Checking out, guy. Keep up the great work. No porta potty jokes today. If you know, you know. Respect. Peace out. Yeah, see you later, man. Nice seeing you here. So I kind of like this idea, but I don't like the call to action. Let me see what I had before. Do I still... No, I don't have it on my website and I don't have access to Canva. Son of a bitch. Sorry, to Webflow. God damn it. Because I could have had a thing. I wish I remembered what I had before. I think it was... I don't think I wrote down the copy for it anywhere. So it's only on my website. Hidden. Because I think it was literally just like... a box with red text in it. Maybe this would look better with white. It's just not obvious enough that it's a call to action, because the rest of them on the site are gold. This doesn't make sense. Let me see the screenshot I have again. Will this be your website? Yeah, it will be. I'm gonna update my current site that's there with stuff like this. Fuck's sake, I keep grabbing this thing in behind. You know what? Lock it. That'll solve that problem. I think that guy that was in here was right, that this is probably gonna look better. What if I could just make the 4 even bigger and slot this in somehow? I use Figma for web design and app design. Good for you. Congratulations. I should probably learn to use Figma, but not bothered. You didn't use Canva before, or you did? Actually, I kind of like the structure of that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Something, I just don't like it for some reason. I have a few works I can send you examples if you want. I don't have any money. Like if, or do you mean more like inspiration wise? I could just take a look, maybe get some ideas. It's like I kind of like it, but I don't really like the call to action. What if instead I made the call to action like take up this entire block? Not sure. I'm gonna experiment a little bit here. Gonna move this guy down. You know what? I don't think I like the gradient background thing. Let's just get rid of it. Or at least move it. Okay. Doesn't want me to move it. Move it to this other guy. And reduce opacity. I think I might just have it be something like this, but I want to experiment. I don't have any money as well. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go get some water. Let me just move these guys a little further. So they're not distracting us too much. I just want to save it just in case I want to come back to it. I think it looks better without the gradient. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Bot account. Oh, yep. Love those. Can't delete it for some reason. Really wish I could from my OBS thing, but for some reason it just won't let me. Gotta love the Twitch bots. How did you even find the stream, Crackpot? Because literally nobody from Twitch ever comes on. Sometimes people from YouTube, like, who prefer Twitch, go to Twitch. But otherwise, nobody is ever there. It's always just bots and people trying to sell design. Actually, I'm currently preparing a portfolio to sell online. I'm interested in those who do this kind of work. Ah, okay. I mean, sure. Look, you're welcome to join the Discord as well if you want. Come on by. We can all hang out. Yeah, I think I like it more without the gradient. But now let me experiment a little bit. So I'll move you over here for now. What about having a thick boy? I'm already not sure about it. I was kind of thinking of having like the whole section be kind of like cut off from it. Maybe have it be white and then have a button in here. Oops. Nah, I don't think this is going to be good at all. Fuck this icon. Yeah. That doesn't look good. Never really used Twitch for anything but streaming. Wanted to find some streamers with no viewers to make some friends. So I used site to order from lowest to highest, and you came up just under chatting. I come up under just chatting. It's like another developer. This could be ace. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, we get a decent amount of viewers on YouTube sometimes. Today's a bit slower. It's all good. I only I only stream to Twitch because why not? I don't really expect to get anybody on there because the discoverability is kind of shit. I mean, maybe if I'm appearing at the very bottom of just chatting, maybe it's fine. There's at least some opportunity for anybody who filters that way, but in general, I just do it for the sake of doing it. Twitch sucks for just starting up, especially just chatting section. Yeah. I used to stream like gaming stuff a while back when I was younger. That was always a good time. It was definitely not that suitable for stuff like this. I think YouTube seems to be much better. Lowest to highest is kind of just random people, like 1 or 2 viewers. Alright. So never mind then. The discoverability doesn't exist. I wish at least on Twitch, like on YouTube, you could set thumbnails. That would make it a little bit more interesting. Add the clock icon. You like the clock? Because I was thinking of just removing it. I really don't like the asymmetrical shit very much. I don't have a lot of that. Almost everything I have is just top to bottom. So having this call to action on the right is like really rubbing me the wrong way. Maybe what we could possibly do is use some kind of icon, but it would have to be huge. I think the green thing in general is a nice breakup from the rest of it. So you get to here and there's quite a clear call to action. But this just does not fit well. Maybe this should just be its own button. And we should center the green box. But then this is kind of like barren. In its own wasteland. Do I not have any other examples of what I could do? I just realized that... Are they the wrong color? No. Oh wait, so I am using the slightly lighter gold for the buttons. Didn't realize. I guess it looks a little different on my other monitor. So this should actually be this. Let's try centering it. What if we did like hollow text and centered? That might look cool. So we'll view over. If you don't know what I mean by that, show you. Match the size of you. Might not be big enough to do that. Let's see. Yeah. It's not big enough. Hey Vlad. How's your holiday going? Good. Nice. Happy to hear. Saw what? We have a Discord server. This is true. Would you like to join? My website is serpicore.com. Yes. Could you... Because I can't post stuff in the shorts chat unless I open it in a browser. If you want to find it easily, you can go to the horizontal stream on YouTube. It's you should just find it on my channel. Like if you click on the first button, it might just show up on the home screen. You can find it in the description there, or I can post it in chat on that thing, but it's probably better off to just look at the description there. If you're too lazy, I'll go and open it up manually, but... Oh, it's you! How come you're on vertical now? Go to the horizontal on YouTube then. It counts towards my watch hours. Whereas the vertical does not. Have both open. Oh, nice. Even better. Oh, open all three. Have the YouTube horizontal open too. This is just like too... It's too big. Can't enter. Why not? Does it not let you? Give me just a sec. It should let you. Let me try post the link again. I wonder if the link changes or something. Here, I'll throw it into chat. Try join through that. Is it working now? Could you make it so we can make invites as on server we can't make invites? You can't? Oh, there you go, you joined. Okay, let me see here. Would you have more people you want to invite? Roles. I'm not very good at using this. I just kind of set it up because people seemed interested in it. Done. Nice. Okay, roles, everyone. Manage expressions, webhooks, server. Send messages. So if someone asks for invite, I can post it for you to save time. Sure, you could. You're willing to do that. Where is it? Manage roles, manage channels, expressions. I can't find it. Invite. Create invite. Ah, here we go. Allow members to invite new people to the server. On. Save changes. Yeah, found it. I decided to just use the search bar. Fixed my problem. Should work now. It works. Okay, nice. Yo. Yo. Okay, there's that. So this looks shit as well. So not sure what we're gonna be doing here. What about to split it up, still keep it nice. What if we create another thing? I really would rather you go under the text, you son of a bitch. Control and this thing, okay. Can barely even reach that. What if we do a little bit off the top you, a little bit off the top of you, and then select our good old friend 1-4. And give you a cool green gradient to split up the monotony a little bit. And we could pump it like this instead. So you have the gold gradient, and then you get to the bottom, you have the green gradient. It's subtle, but maybe will still work. And obviously we're not going to center it because that looks shit. I guess I should just keep it on the side. Hey, Metal Clone, how are you, brother? Is the music still going? Yeah. Maybe we could just do this. Make you a little bigger. Put you at the top. Move you. Move you. I still don't like the centering. It's so gay. I really don't like it. Fuck off. Go here. You go under here. Maybe you left aligned. Fuck. Left aligned. Make you bigger. Put you under here. Align you with that. Move all you guys up. Put you over here. You're not gonna find the center. Thanks. Great. Yeah, I think this is better than what we had before with just the green gradient. Can't hear music anymore or see screen. Oh shit, my bad. Whoops. My mistake. So here's what I have now. Instead we got a green gradient. And this is, I split this up so that it's kind of wrapping around the number 4. This area is just so empty though. That's what I'm kind of not liking. But I think that it looks better than without it. I think the green gradient like border might be enough to split up the monotony a little bit. So when you're scrolling through this, it does kind of like catch your attention a little bit more. Maybe I could even change how dark the green is and make it a little bit lighter. Just as an example. So when you're scrolling through it, it does still grab your attention. Let's see how you do with a little darkness. No, I'll probably have to keep you as white. I still am not sure how I feel about it. I can't believe I've spent so long on it. But yeah. Doing good, bro. I'd lost advanced features on my YouTube because I didn't upload for a while. Just did the video verification. Hoping I get back features because I'm going to start uploading. Oh, that sucks. How does that work? I didn't even know that happened. I kind of like the way the 4 slots remaining thing sits, but I don't like all the empty space over here. And I don't know how we fill up the space in a way that's not shit. Like the only other thing I can think of is something like moving the call to action up here and then making this smaller. And just putting it in the center. I don't know, man. If you don't upload using advanced features for more than a month or two, they just disable it. Oh, well, how do you get it back? Hey, question. Why 2K a month or else homeless, as you said in your last live? You already have some leverage. You still can get clients, right? What's the barrier? Well, it's not... So right now, we're just waiting to get clients. So the email system went out. We got our first positive reply on Friday. Still waiting for the system to ramp up to doing 100 messages a day. When it does, hopefully we're going to start getting some clients. Yeah, it's 2K a month because I'm going to run out of money if I don't get to that point. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And yeah. Maybe let's do a little bit of experimentation with Canva AI. Code for me. I need a dark mode wire frame for my website. The primary colors are dark gray, gold and muted green. This is a landing page or your website? It's my website. To get it back, you need selfie verification, ID upload, or build channel history. All right. Primary colors are dark gray, gold, and muted green. I need you to build a modern section for displaying 6 services, followed 6 services in a 2-column 3-row grid, followed by a box card detailing the value of all of this services combined, and underneath that a card that explains there are only 4 slots remaining and that we only accept a limited number of projects per month to maintain the highest quality possible. Should also include a call to action that says "Go to my strategy call." Let's see what it comes up with. Can we make website? Well, we're building it kind of like all we built is this fucking shit, and I still don't like it. It's taken forever. Yeah, Canva has this feature which can build wireframes for you. And I like to just use it sometimes and experiment with it, like tell it some random shit. And if I like some elements from what it built, I might copy it over and then tweak it and figure out how to design it. It's just to get ideas. We'll see if it comes up with something I like a little more, because right now it's horrendous. Yeah, I'm pissed that this is better than what I have. This is kind of what I had before, which the thing that I said I can't find earlier. Tell me, is selling 2K offer a difficult thing? Like there's beginners who are doing this in 2 weeks or less just by doing what works, you can do it. Yeah, I mean, some people can, for sure. I just don't like this is a skill issue only. I just suck because I'm new. I've been doing this for like almost 3 weeks. And we have one client on a revenue share model, so like we have some potential to make money if we do a good job. And besides that, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that. That's about it for that. I mean, it's not easy, especially when you start from nothing. I hope I'll get there though. I'm mad that I like this. I think this is what we're gonna go with. Stop trying to be fancy and just fucking do what works. Keep the call to action at the bottom. Fuck, justified. I'm gonna have to change the copy, obviously, but I'll just put what it has there for the moment. I use WordPress. I don't like WordPress. I think WordPress is kind of outdated at this point. WordPress is good, but you have to keep it up to date. I love how you keep using your name there. It's a bit awkward time to time. I'm not a big fan of WordPress. I tried it. Didn't work for me. Didn't like it. I found it overly difficult to do simple things. Who did somebody follow or subscribe? Sorry if I missed that. Why do I say if as if I didn't miss it? I did fucking miss it. I'm really sorry about that. For some reason, the sound just doesn't come through sometimes. Mind telling me what your service you provide, what's your offer, and to whom? So our service, I can actually just read through this. Actually, no, I can't. It's not updated. Never mind. So our service is we provide done-for-you sales funnels, which includes Facebook ads, a landing page, thank you page, the creation of lead magnets, which is like free things you give to people to make them want your stuff more, and stuff like that. And we run Facebook ads to get them to their website and get them to convert. Or we offer 10 or more clients in 30 days, or we keep working for free until they get to that point. It's a one-time fee of 5,000, for setup, and there's no like they can buy a retainer if they want, but we give everything to them and teach them how to use the system with just 15 minutes a week. And primarily we target landscapers. It's definitely hard. I think the start just focus on what works, the revenue generating out of a website for a year that didn't help much. Clients just want to see the work we've done for others. Yeah, this is true, but I don't have a lot of work done for others, so I have to try and figure out a different way. Experience speaks louder than words. If you're promoting your website somewhere to convert people, it's a different thing. Yeah, I am to a degree. Like, I'm promoting my my training video that I have on my website. So I'm promoting something. Dark for me. It's annoying that I can't see what it looks like. This looks too pink. And caution symbol. Yeah, that'll do for now. Now this is a bit too high. I want to leave some space for margin. What do you think of e-commerce as clients, just funnel building as a service? Is it too much? I don't like, I don't want to work with e-commerce people. It's just much more difficult than service-based businesses. So I'd rather not. I do have like an e-commerce, like a product-based business that I'm working with now, but it would not be my first choice. I'd rather focus on service-based businesses. I just don't know how to promote e-commerce stuff. It's beyond my expertise. I'm sure that you can learn it like anything, but it's just not what I know. Bro, try changing page background color to gray to look much better, like complete system value container box color. Well, it's not black. It is dark gray. It might look a little black. But like, let me show you what black looks like. Fuck. Oh, these are screenshots. I'm stupid. I'll just show you the difference with this guy. It's not a huge, like, change. Yeah, you can barely even see that, but... Yeah, I thought about making it gray, but I feel like it just makes it look a bit washed out. Yeah, you could be right, though. Maybe, like, updating this color to be a bit lighter. And then updating this to be a bit less dark. But I'm not sure. I just don't know how I feel about this. Like, I'm just kind of used to what I've been doing. Like, what do you think looks better? This part up here or this part down here? Because I personally couldn't tell you. I personally prefer this, but... I might mess around with it, though. Really enjoy your first video. Mind telling me how you edit softwares, and equipment. Which video? You mean the YouTube video? Up one looks better. Yeah, I think so too. You could be right. Maybe like there's some very slight changes I could make, like just very tiny increases in the contrast that I could work with. But I think for now it's fine. Also, this is a little darker than it actually is on my website. Because of the way that it's been screenshotted, it kind of affected it. It looks a little brighter here, which I think looks fine. Maybe the background could be slightly lighter, but whatever. The YouTube video. Okay, it is the YouTube video. Okay. Well, I just used DaVinci Resolve to edit all my stuff. It was a pain in the ass to edit, though, because my computer is getting really old, and it's made for gaming, not for editing. So it took me ages because it was super laggy. All of the motion graphics and stuff. So I'm not going to do that shit anymore. I'm sorry. I'm glad you liked it, but those videos are going away. Instead, I'm going to be doing videos of where I break down my streams into like 10-minute segments where I will just like detail it as kind of like a storytelling fashion. I'm gonna explain all the mistakes we made. It's gonna be built like a story. Like we're gonna have the conflict, we're gonna have the resolution, whatever. So I hope those are gonna be fun. I actually really need to do that now because I'm gonna run out of space on my hard drive. Let's see, Yap session, he says. Had to rewrite some factors. My authentication originally used form encryption, which changed dependent on time and various other factors. I mistook it for one text point to one encryption string. Doesn't change, so I changed system to use SHA-256, one-way hash that was consistent but can't be decrypted, only converted and compared. This is way beyond my understanding of cryptography. The only thing I know about cryptography is how to encrypt my files. I don't even remember what the encryption I'm using is called. Yeah, you were saying the background color. Yeah, you could be right. Maybe I could make it a little bit brighter. I don't want to make it the same color as the squares because I want them to pop out. But maybe I could make it a little brighter. It's just there's not a lot of room to make it brighter left because it's already almost the same color. Right now, this is OC, 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 and these are 141414. Man, this looks so much better already. Thank you, Canva. The first thing that I actually submitted looked pretty decent. That's another bot. You fell for it this time. Yeah, it is. I see those all the time. Like, literally exactly the same pasted message. Those motherfuckers even misspell words on purpose in their templates. Scumbags. I've never seen that one before. I used to stream new scammers. Yeah, they're getting clever. Those bastards. Man, this game has such beautiful music. Okay, this looks way better than what I had before. Except now I need to figure out, like, do I put this before the pricing or after? That's a choice I'm gonna have to make. But I think this is a nice scroll stopper. You go through here, looks the same. You have the value system, and then you have the little call to action section. You think I should put this before the price? The thing, yeah, I don't want to put the price too soon. I was actually thinking of putting this. The thing is, I want to put the price near this value comparison. But the issue with that is if I put the price too soon, I'm not going to get to dissuade some other, like, some other issues people would have with the product. Like, they might want to know how it works. They might want to see, like, the difference between me and other companies. Yeah, it's a good scroll stopper for this section. I quite like the way that this is set up, so we're gonna keep this. The call to action is clear enough by itself. I could maybe put a little text under it too. Like a no obligation, something. But yeah, this is much worse compared to what we have now. So goodbye. Okay, now pricing is another thing I wanted to do. So I have a little pricing section that is already detailed, which I made like a few days ago. It's like I just put random shit in it to try and fill it out. Here's what it looks like. I've added these little animations too. So I was thinking of having it like this, where I put in the key features and I have these available. But I'm also thinking maybe I should have the detailed pricing on a separate page where I explain a little bit more about it. And I should primarily focus my home page on trying to sell the trial. I think that would also be a good idea. I'm not super sure. The way that this is set up is good because it makes this one seem like a no-brainer compared to these three. Especially because it's like you could see this is purposefully a flat number, whereas these are not. So these are seen as more premium high-end options, and this is just like, oh, well, that's not that much. So I'm thinking of selling, like, I like that comparison. I feel like it makes the trial seem like the no-brainer option. But it might throw some people off. I might be better off just selling the trial. I really don't know. Maybe I will sell it like this. I can A/B test it, see if people are out of fear of missing out. Done. It's not really a fear of missing out. Well, kind of. It's just a way of creating urgency. Which I guess is kind of the same. Another thing that I wanted to add, actually. I'm not sure if I need to add it to the website. But I wanted to... Don't put price at all. I want to put price. The thing is, I have a whole spiel which I have made, which I need to write properly, which is this. Why most agencies won't tell you the price. So this is a huge leverage point for me. I'm showing price on purpose, and I'm keeping the price low with the trial period. So if they tried to look for other agencies, I would outprice them. Because because I have the trial available and most of those agencies don't. And I also have this, which is I'm telling them that, hey, if you go to there, they're gonna scam you for as much money as they can possibly get out of you. So this is like a marketing strategy I'm gonna use for myself. I hate companies that hide prices. Exactly. Almost everybody does. And especially in the marketing field, which is why this is such a good leverage point. I put the price and then I point it out that other companies hide the price. So it makes me seem like a much more attractive option. And like I said, if they were to look around for other places, they're not going to find either the price nor are they going to find the trial. And if they're going to try to get prices from somewhere else, it's going to be higher than my trial. Even though my full product costs more than the average marketing service. So it's a marketing strategy. That's why I want to put the price. I I'm just not sure if I want to display it as 3 things or if I want to display it as just the trial. Because having the 3 prices means I can anchor. And it makes the trial seem really good. But I'm not sure. Why wait like the rest? Stand out, get a price now. Yeah, nice little statement. So yeah. And then we have this guarantee, which this section I liked at the start, but now it's kind of stinky looking. I think this is fine. I need to change this though. The 72 hours I think was a bit ambitious. I'm gonna change it to 7 days. But yeah, I'm thinking... Oh yeah, I didn't finish my train of thought. I was thinking of adding something like... If you don't sign up for... This is another way of adding fear of missing out. If you sign up for the trial or anything else and you don't want to go forward, you will be put on a list where we will not work with you ever again. You get completely... removed, like you lose your ability to work with us entirely as soon as you stop working with us. So it's another fear of missing out sort of thing. But I don't know if it's necessary to have that on the website. I feel like it might just be something that would be good to mention, like on sales calls and stuff right before they're about to cancel. Because the idea is we set up the whole system for them, and it's like, okay, we offered them the retainer. And if they're like, nah, we'd rather do it ourselves, we're like, okay, good. But just letting you know, since we built the system for you, we work together already, we have this policy where once people stop working with us, they're never allowed to work with us again. That might push them a little bit to want to continue working with us. Yeah, I can probably just mention this later as well, because I'm giving them the call to action here after seeing all the value, but they haven't seen the price yet, and a lot of people might be like, oh, what was the price? Maybe I should have a pricing button that brings them down. You know what? I probably will have all 3 prices. I'm going to have the how it works under this, and then maybe pricing. Or yeah, probably pricing, right? Under this, how it works. This will not exist anymore. And then we're gonna have this pricing. Except I'm gonna make it look a bit better. I want to give it better borders. And these are a bit too long. They're unnecessarily long. And I still need to think through the logic of it. But now the anchor button, what you press, what says get prices, and it takes you down to this section. Yeah, I would probably have that. I'll have a pricing section up here and it just takes you down to here. This is why I didn't finish my train of thought, but that's why I figured I'll just put all 3 there so that I could have that. The issue here though is if I don't, maybe I should put, I'm thinking if I should put this above the price or below. Above makes sure that they see it. Because if they come to here, they might be like, ah, it's too expensive, buy. But then if they see if they read this first, yeah, maybe I should put this first. Pricing, and then why most agencies hide their price and then choose the, you know, I kind of like the structure of that. Just needs to look better. Because if I put this and then I go immediately to the how it works, and there's going to be little icons here, but I'm afraid that because these call to actions are at the top and not the bottom, I'm a bit afraid that you'll see these call to actions with this call to action on the same page, and I don't want that. Maybe eventually, once I get more automation systems in place, because I want to ultimately automate my business so it works by itself, I could connect this one at least to be connected to Stripe so people can purchase right off the site. But right now, I'm just going to have contact sales. And then in the form, maybe I will give them the option of like, which plan are you looking for? And then underneath these, maybe I'll say something like, or maybe inside the boxes, I will have something like this. slots available. Either underneath or here, or maybe up in the top right corner. 4 slots available, something like that. Or slots available for, I don't know, something like that. Need to think through it. Anyway, you know what? It's getting late. I'm getting tired. I feel like I need to stretch because my neck and back are starting to hurt. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know we barely did fuck all today. I should have just started using Canva to begin with. Would have saved me a lot of work. But we, you know, we talked through some stuff. Had a little bit of fun. And that's what's most important, right? So I'm gonna work a little bit on this off stream. Try to come up with some more shit and fix some more stuff. See how that goes. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. For anybody that comes back, I stream at 3 p.m. CEST every day. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all had a good time here. And I'll see you